Why is it that the grave is richer than the banks? Why do tombs carry more visions than boardrooms? Why do headstones outshine monuments? Because men died full. They died with songs never sung, books never written, dreams never walked, anointing never poured, ideas never released. They died with their power intact. And you, yes, you listening, how much of your power will the dead steal from you? You were not born to simply breathe air and pay bills. You were born as an agent of eternity, a vessel loaded with divine potential. But potential means nothing if it's not converted. Power means nothing if it's not used. Seeds don't shout. They carry forests in silence. But if they are never planted, they rot. The greatest danger to destiny is not failure. It is success in the wrong assignment. It is comfort that silences calling. It is being praised for what you have no business being proud of. Let this ring in your soul. Being good is not the same as fulfilling purpose. And now I must speak this into you with fire. You are not empty. You are distracted. You are not weak. You are untrained. You are not small. You are unaware. But once awareness is born, there are no more excuses. You were created with eternity in your bones. There is a fingerprint of God etched into your gifting. There is a roar buried inside your whisper. But the question is, will you uncover it or die with it? Look at Moses, a stuttering fugitive on the run. Yet, hidden in his chest was the voice that would shake Pharaoh's empire. He didn't look like deliverance, but God doesn't judge by the outward appearance. He speaks to potential. He sees not what you show. He sees what he placed inside you. Think of Gideon, threshing wheat in hiding, afraid of his own shadow. And the angel says, "Mighty man of valor." Valor while trembling? Yes, because heaven speaks not to what you feel, but to what you're carrying. Let me speak this over your life. Heaven is calling you by your potential, not your performance. You say, "But I've failed." So did Peter 3 times. But buried beneath his failure was a rock. And on that rock, Christ would build the church. You say, "I'm not enough." But tell me, was David enough when he stood before Goliath? Was Esther enough in the palace of Persia? Was Smith Wigglesworth qualified when he was just a plumber with broken speech? No, but the Spirit of God upon a vessel, a yielded vessel, unlocks heaven on earth. You are not just a body. You are not just a name. You are a vault of spiritual legacy, a kingdom soldier with divine technology inside you. But if you do not move, it will rust. If you do not act, it will rot. If you do not awaken, it will die with you. Hear me now. There is something more dangerous than demons, more deadly than disease. It is the soul of a man who refuses to release what God put inside him. The enemy isn't always external. Sometimes it is the silence of the gifted, the sleep of the chosen, the delay of the anointed. The devil doesn't need to destroy you. He only needs you to delay. He only needs you to settle. Say this aloud. I will not die full. I will not leave this earth with songs unwritten. I will release what God buried in me. I will awaken my potential. I will disturb the grave. I will die empty. Because that is the mandate of the chosen. That is the gospel of potential. Catherine Kuhlman once said, I believe God is calling many, but they say no. Not with their mouth, but with their life. And I ask you, what is your life saying today? Let me ignite this in you. Potential is not automatic. It is not self-activating. It is a fire that must be stirred, a treasure that must be dug, a prophecy that must be warred for. If you do not engage your divine seed, you betray your own destiny. Jesus cursed the fig tree not because it was dead, but because it looked alive and bore no fruit. Potential that is never expressed is deception. It looks holy, but is hollow. It sounds ready, but is absent. And heaven does not fund deception. It funds transformation. So you must now make this war cry. I will no longer look the part. I will live the part. I will no longer admire the mighty. I will join their ranks. I will no longer beg for a breakthrough. I will become the breakthrough. T.L. Osborne said, the miracle is in your mouth. And Myles Munroe taught us this eternal law. Your potential is not what you have done. It's what you could do but haven't done yet. That is why the graveyard is rich. Because millions never moved beyond comfort. Millions never risked the edge. They stayed safe. They stayed ordinary. They obeyed culture instead of Christ. And the cemetery welcomed them as kings. Kings who never took their thrones. But I say, not you, not this time, not this life. Because you've heard too much, felt too much, seen too much to remain average. Lift your voice with this decree. I was not born to be forgotten. I was not called to blend in. I will not shrink when God has commanded me to rise. I will study to show myself approved. I will train the gift. I will sow the seed. I will burn with purpose until the world feels my fire. Because I am potential wrapped in breath. I am destiny walking upright. I am a spiritual warrior with heaven's blueprint written on my bones. And I will not go to my grave with God's secrets still locked inside me. Let the grave keep its riches, but not mine. I will spend every drop of what He gave. I will drain the oil until the vessel is dry. And when I leave, hell will sigh in relief, and heaven will stand and applaud. Let it be written. Let it be believed. Let it be known. I died empty.